Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki and today I have for you a DIY I made using a fence I found at the Family Dollar. This year they have the fence in the color white. I'm so excited for this. It's still the same material, it's quite textured, but it's going to be a lot easier for those who like to paint with lighter colors. If you've ever used a black before, you know it takes 3 to 4 coats of chalk paint and maybe more if you're painting light, but this is going to be a lot of fun. I hope you like it. And if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the video. And if you're returning, I so love you for stopping each week and checking me out and saying hello and all the sweet comments you leave me. So yeah, let's get on with the video.
Okay, I'm starting out by painting this frame that I found up in my attic. I actually used it for Christmas and now I'm going to repurpose it for this project. I'm going to give it a few coats of antique wax by Waverly and set that off to dry. Next, I got this MDF board that I used to paint on, and I'm going to use that for the back of my board. I'm tracing out some canvas I got at Goodwill, and I'm going to cut 2 pieces to cover my board. Is anyone else finding it really hard to do their voiceovers? There's so much noise this time of year. A lot of motorcycles, people going by with their radios blaring and dogs barking, birds chirping. I mean, it is so loud. I'm going to iron over this and get rid of some of the wrinkles. I probably should have washed it before I did anything with it, but okay, I'm going to cut this piece of fence in half. I'm going to remove this middle stake, and then I'm going to go right down the center and cut it in half with my X-Acto knife. Took me probably 4 passes to get it to cut in half, but off camera I did use my heat gun just to kind of soften up the plastic, but it wasn't too bad. I'm leaving the other 2 stakes there just so I have something to hang on to. So I elected not to paint this. I am anxious to try using paint. This time around, we are going to decoupage this. So I got this napkin off decoupagenapkins.com, and these are so beautiful. So beautiful. I should have just separated the entire thing, but I didn't. I thought I was only going to need a small section of it, and I took the backing off of that one section and didn't take it off the other section. So when I go in to use that, I totally spaced it, and I'm like, oh, this isn't applying easy at all. Well, hello. It took me a second to realize that I still had the backing on it. So anyway, I'm going in. I'm going to just cut my napkin down into small pieces so it's easier to apply, and gonna go in with my Mod Podge. And it was a little bit hard to apply, and I typically use water, and it took me a second to realize that I needed to get my spray bottle. So you'll see me do that as we go along. But yeah, I just went around the fence and made sure to flip my fence over to tuck the napkin down in the back. Surprisingly, this project went pretty fast. The only thing that slowed me down is, like I had mentioned before, I forgot to separate that napkin. So at that point I had it cut into strips, and then I had to go back and separate all those little strips, and it was just not fun. But besides that, it went along smoothly. I had some music going and just went to town on it. It was a lot of fun. This is one of those projects I would try again. If you enjoyed decoupaging, I recommend checking out decoupagenapkins.com. They have a huge variety of napkins to choose from. All oh so beautiful. Prices are very reasonable. Yeah. For now, I'm going to turn on a little happy music and let you just watch me work at this. I'm going to set that off to dry, and I got this beautiful embellishment. It's very ordinate, and I wanted to enhance that by using some antique wax by Waverly. I thought I would do it more justice to highlight the details rather than trying to paint the whole thing. I think I only paid it was under $2 for this. Just lightly going over it. Look how pretty that is. I'm going to go in with my hot glue and get my canvas glued down, and then I'm going to go behind it with my staple gun and make sure that it's secured nicely. Next, I'm going to clean up the back a little bit. I got this heavy-duty craft paper from Hobby Lobby, and that's the same paper I use on my desk here. And I'm just going to make it look a little neater back there. And this is our canvas. Came out looking nice, huh? I'm going to go around and trim up the sides if they need trimming and fill in some areas that needed more hot glue. Now that that's done, it looks nice. I'm gonna go and grab my fences that are all dry. Aren't they beautiful? Oh, I think they came out awesome. And just cut the stakes off. Those made it easy though. When I needed to move my fence around, I had something to hang on to. I didn't want to ruin my decoupage, and this is how I'm gonna position them. I think it looks best that way. I tried a few different ways and I like this one the best. I'm going to glue my fence down to my frame. I got this Surebond hot glue roll, and I don't like that glue at all. Like, it dries almost instantly and you have to work super fast, and if you're not fast enough, you're just going to have dried up glue clumps there that you got to tear off, and there's a lot of glue strings with that too. It's just not fun. But I was able to get it glued down, and then I realized there's a big gap. Everything doesn't fit as perfectly as I thought. So I end up taking my clamps and clamping them together for a little bit. I did add some more glue. I got some wired jute twine here, and I'm gonna make a hanger. I kind of wished I made my hanger then put my craft paper over the top of that, but it's just not how it worked out. I took the clamps off and there was a big gap, so I took more jute twine and went around the whole frame, I believe 3 times. And those clamps messed up my paint job, and you could see here I'm just filling in where those little white spots are. I'm going over it with more of that antique wax. I'm going to glue down one of Dollar Tree's little wooden cubes, and that's what I'm going to set my wooden embellishment on, just to give it some height. And for those who have been with me this very short time, I always burn off the little hairs that come on the jute twine, because I have had splinters before. It's a real thing, guys. It happens, and it's not fun. And that completes this project. I tried to speed it up enough so you guys weren't just watching me decoupage the whole time, but I think this came out beautiful. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments if you would make this. If you do anything differently, I love it. And if you stayed with me the whole time, thank you for sticking by. And leave me a message down below. Hit that like button and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.